hopefully the real people will be taken down and off the app, which is much deserved. Sometimes people can go a little bit too big for their boots. I can't join you. I can't do it. I am a business owner, and this looks like it's about to get very, very messy. And I have already lost a lot with a lot of emailing. I've lost work, and I've had police at my door, social services at my door. I do not think this is a good move for me, and I can promise you and I can assure you fireworks will explode if he becomes part of your crew, because I've never seen someone so mad. Are we still a team, Talia? Listen, I support my boyfriend, which means now I have to support you, doesn't it? I'm not coming to the Rat Pack. I'm not coming to the Rat Pack, but however, I do believe that we are in talks with another family member that also wants to draw a line. So we're chilling some out as we move along. Stay as you are. Thank you very much. Sit outside the door. I'll sit outside the door. I'll send you lot takeaways. I'll send you takeaways. I'll support you from afar. But I cannot be a rat. I'm sorry. You can try. You can convert me. Maybe I'll lose my mind. At Ark Rat Agency. Listen, there were rats on the Ark, okay? There were rats on the Ark. There were horses too. I love all God's creatures, but listen, let's be real here. The most relentless person on the internet, and trust me, I know, I live with him, the most spiteful, devious, cunning, ruthless, brazen man I've ever met in my life, is quite possibly about to team up with the most evil genius woman, conniving, firework exploding, relentless woman I've ever come across in my life, that matched me, are about to possibly collide, possibly collaborate. I don't know. Do you actually think I want any involvement in that? Two evil geniuses. I don't know. I feel like Ricky should stay on the good path. I feel like he should just stay godly. He should stay out the drama. He shouldn't get involved. But the mistake you made, Corie, is that you never saw this coming. And the mistake you made was messing with Ricky and Ricky's family. Because do you know what happened? He would go to any lengths to protect his family, and you went a little bit too far, and I guess Ricky weighed it out, and I guess Ricky made you have a very bad day, because I know personally that you are sweating right now. So I don't actually have to join the Rat Pack. I can sit back and eat popcorn and know that everything that I've ever desired, everything that you have ever deserved, you're about to get. If they can come to some sort of deal or arrangement, who knows? Maybe they'll talk for 5 minutes and realise that they actually hate each other. But you never saw it coming. So who is really the clever one here? You thought that you were running the app. You got too clever. You got too comfortable. You started to think that you had Miss Red in your corner and you had Luke in your corner and you were absolutely untouchable. Well, hello. Guess what? You just got spun on your head. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? sweating. And guess what as well? It won't be long before other family members start to team up, because nobody wants a war with EQ and Rickster. Nobody. I don't even want to be involved in it because I know it's going to get ugly. So start evaluating yourself. But while we're here, they can be the rats, we can be the mice. While we're here, let's remind ourselves that I am trying to grow an agency, and everyone on this agency I'm looking after, blood, sweat and tears. So that's another reason why I'm having to pull back a little bit, because I really do take this agency seriously and I really do love it and I enjoy it, and it's actually the thing that saved me when we lost both of our babies. It's the Amen EQ, it's the she's burning on fire now. It's the one thing that distracted me and pulled me out of bed in the mornings, looking after you guys. So I want you to know that I do love this and I take it very seriously. And if you are wanting to join the ARC, or you want advice, or you want to become part of a big army that is collaborating with another big army, you want to do music, you want to sing, you want to read books, you want to do whatever it is, TikTok are now changing. From the 26th of July, TikTok will now be a valuable source of information like Google. So the people on this app will have to be information givers. You'll have to have content. You'll have to have something to talk about. So people like Corie, that have never really had a comedic bone in their body, I've never really sung or done anything entertaining. The only thing they've ever done is pulled people down. So people like that are going to slowly lose their accounts. You have to have content now. So we can tell you how to do that. And if you want to join, please do just click the link in the bio. Stop adding me for a battle. Click the link in the bio and I can check if you're available. The bio is up here. Click the link and check. You can just press apply, and when you've pressed apply, I can check you right now to see if you're eligible, because not everybody. I'll tell you what, EQ, you join the Archangels, I'll join Rat Pack. How about that? And I guarantee you'll earn more money with us than you will any other agency. Ask Tezza. Ask Darren. Well, that's the deal. That's the deal. The deal for me anyway. EQ knows, she understands. She's a woman very much like me. Business is business. You join up my agency and I will join the Rat Pack. I'll make another account for you so you can have your little Wednesday shows or something. That can be your Archangel account. But yeah, we look after ours. Like, we actually hardly make anything because we give everything back. We really do. I think in the last 3 weeks alone, we've dropped 3 lions on people. We just really, really care. I do anyway. I love it. I really enjoy it. It gets me up in the morning. And who would you want better than me? I'll take you to red carpet, CQ. I'll take you to concerts. I'll get you all the freebies. I'll take you to the Coronation Street set. I'll take you to the EastEnders set. You'll be going to all the premieres. There you go. There's my offer. Or stay where you are. Very boring. No red carpets for you. No theatre openings for you. No premieres for you. No concerts for you. No Anita Dobson for you. Is that blackmailing? It's not blackmailing, is it? It's bargaining. It's bargaining. What about free promo? I'll take free promo. I'll take free promo. I don't want you to fall out with people, but I also don't care as well. I don't care. Listen, at the end of the day, the ARC agency is what we do and it's what we love, and we are going to all meet up at Christmas. Even if we are working side by side with people, everyone's welcome to come. I guess I just want to move away from drama talk, and my partner wants to grow like an evil mastermind. He wants to take over now. He's had enough. Okay, that's a deal, EQ. But can my rat emoji have wings like a little angel rat? Can I be a white rat? Like a nice one. Praise the Lord. So click the link in the bio, guys. I'll make you one, thank you. Okay. Yeah, well is that a little white one? I think what we need to do is just take out the trash. And this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing with the agency. I'm trying to grow the agency. I'm trying to make it a better place for everybody. No more slander. No more freaking doxing. No more... Zach needs to mow over the real king. To be fair, EQ, you got to demote. Ricky's the king. He's the king. He's not going to settle for anything else. It has to be done. Should we have a vote? Zach can be the prince. Zach can be the knight. Zach can be the chief advisor. But there's only one king, and you know that because he was crowned once before. So, of course, absolutely. We love our Zach. It's the deal. Sometimes in war you have to take a bargaining plea. Oh, did you see my filter come off them? I'm ugly. You have to take a bargaining plea in war sometimes, a bargaining plea, and these are sometimes it's things you don't like. You know, I'm losing my boyfriend. Sometimes we have to just settle for things. Do you think Ricky ever wanted to join a crew with Angie, Sophie Bailey and EQ? Or do you think he weighed it out and thought, actually, for the good of the people, I will now make a truce? Well, he made the truce ages ago. You two have been fine for ages, but we're at a point now where there's very damaging people on this app. There's a lot of doxing going on. There's a lot of bullying going on. There's a lot of talking about childhood SA experiences, a lot of mocking. My number was given to people only 4 days ago. My phone hasn't stopped ringing. And say what you want, okay? Ricky went and knocked on doors. Yes, he did. Ricky went and drove to people's houses. But that's not quite the same as doxing. That's actually just standing up for yourself and taking yourself to a situation so you can deal with it. I don't think it's particularly a bad thing. Maybe, who knows, but I just want everybody to know that we want to make change on this app. We want to make sure that people are doing the right things, they're getting the right information. And I hate, honestly, I hate watching a puny little bloke bully so many women. Yes, he did it. And it never continued. And that's the same thing. You've got to remember, from the 26th of April, which was a long time ago, Corie has been pursuing this police case with Ricky. All because Ricky called him a slur one time when he doxed my address. That one time. This has been going on since April. We're now like mid-July, almost. it's at the point where it's exhausting. And in that time, you know, we'd lost another baby, we'd buried Ricky's brother, and everything's been really difficult. So from that moment, from when he did not stop, and then I saw him tearing down Sophie, I saw him tearing down Angie, all this chaos, I just thought, do you know what? One, I want to do better on this app. I want to have really amazing people on my agency that I can grow and hopefully will dominate these terrible people like Corie. And two, I want to take him down, and I will do anything to take him down. I never saw myself here, but you've got to look at it as the good of the people. As an agency owner, as a mother whose child is almost old enough to be on this app now, as a human being, I have to look deep within people. And I look deep into Chelsea, and we're not so different, her and I. The only difference is she's had a bad run. She's done it alone, she's had a bad run, and she's been attacked left, right and centre. I've always had Ricky to fall back on. Whether it's been against her, against Corie, I've always been able to bail out and let Ricky take over, which I'm blessed with, and I love him so much for that. She's had no one. She's had to come on here and defend herself alone time and time again, and she goes lower and lower and lower because she doesn't have somebody else to do it for her. Her dad's not going to come on for her, Coco's not going to come on for her, you know. She doesn't have like the clique where Luke defends Red, Red defends Luke. She's always been the Lone Ranger, and I think this is why she's had to go lower and lower and lower and lower. You call me that, I'll call you this. You call me that, I'll call you this. And because she doesn't have the gang to go, oh, that was terrible, oh, you can't let it go, it just looks like she's one person that's nasty all the time, but it's not. She's getting it left, right and centre, back, forth and everything. So I had to have a long look at that, and I had to think, okay, I think we're on the same page. And that's where I'm at. I think we're on the same page. I think we want the same thing. I think she wants to be left the fuck alone. I think we're all tired, and there is one person that is relentlessly not stopping the drama. Because let's face it, okay, she's been on here from day one doing insult comedy, causing chaos, kicking off in Benidorm. Like, she's done it all from day one. This is nothing new, okay? Miss Red's done FYP from day one. Nothing new. It's always been the same thing. Zach the Brat's always had his little drama, the charity, the coffee shop. You know, he's always... Nothing's changed. Nothing's really ever exploded to the point where we're all like, oh, I can't breathe, I can't cope anymore, this TikTok is actually giving me anxiety. It was never like that. We all knew what everybody did. It was harmony, it was harmonious, it ran smoothly. Then one day, your fault by the way, Chelsea, somebody came on this app that changed this app for the worse, and that was Corie. And I can't even stress to you how much he changed this app, how low he went with people, how relentless he went. Because before he came on and before he started doing FYP, we were harmonious. EQ and Red would fall out, they'd make up. Me and Ricky fell out, we'll make up. EQ and Zach would fall out, we'd make up, but there's just this one common freaking denominator that's actually broke this harmony that we all had. Who's that? That's the real narc. He came in and he shaped it all up. And you know what? Let me tell you something, right? I've never seen Luke look the way he has, and that's because of you. You. Our family know it. Our family don't want you around him. He is not looking good, and we will protect him. We don't stand with him because he's standing with you, but when he's done with you, And so, you know, Luke, we will be there to scoop him up. I've never seen the boy look the way he does. And I texted him last night and I said to him, you look lost and you look terrible. Because I've never seen him at war the way he's at war with people now. He's never been at war with that the way he's been at war with them now. He's never been at war with EQ the way he's at war with her now. So we want to end it. We are going to force it to end. And I really want to treat you on that, because he's not looking great right now. And if he shuts up, I'm sure you will too, because I'm so mad at him. You know, like a brother, like, I'm so mad at you. The way you sit there and you just, let me help you out. The way you sit there and you back this person that mocks, that terrible thing that happened to Sophie baby, what happened to me, mine and Ricky's baby. You put my address where my elderly grandmother lives and my children on the internet, and you didn't care. And not only did you do that, you then said, I want everybody to go and do a welfare check on her. The police turned up to my church during mass because Corie incited a police welfare check on me. That is a whole new low that I've never experienced in my whole life. So as an agency owner, I need to take a stand. I need to be responsible for taking the trash out, for not having this kind of behavior anymore, which means me adjusting to my behavior as well, but also for me taking responsibility and saying enough is enough. You are a bad egg and you need to humble yourself or leave this app. Because all of us, all the originals, Rigster, Chelsea, CLA has had her run-ins with you as well, Miss Red, I think they are all going to get tired of fighting each other, and you are in the middle. And that's the truth. That's the truth. It was harmonious before he came along. Everyone bickered because they were paid to bicker. Let's be real, drama talk, most of it's, you know, we all know what we're doing. If I went into a box battle and started screaming at someone, they wouldn't be offended. They'll go, oh, Talia needs the views today. Like, we all get it. This is what I'm talking about. We all get it. Drama talk is a job. It's like EastEnders. It's like Coronation Street. We all get it. We all understand. We all got the memo of when to stop, where the boundaries are, how low to go. He came in and it all got shattered, completely shattered. And you upset somebody that we try not to upset, somebody that we spend most of our time trying not to row with, because we know when she's triggered, she goes off. And Miss Red has always managed to pacify EQ. Angie's always managed to make up and pacify her, but you've made her like, and now none of us can deal with her because she's absolutely furious. I almost think, well, you've done this, so you deal with her. It's crazy, isn't it? Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Jade. We love our Jade. Jade always sends the nicest gifts. Thank you so much. So with that said, I do feel I have a duty to sort of clean up this app and oh, it's fireworks. Clean up this app and make it a nice place again, and make it a place where people can come on, enjoy a bit of TikTok, enjoy, you know, Gen Z no shouting at CLA, like safe drama. We all know what safe drama is. Yeah? Going on holiday, having a bit of a row, teasing each other, roasting each other, safe drama. This is not safe. And we don't stand by it as ARC agency. That's why I cannot get involved with what Ricky's about to team up with. Hopefully it goes the way he wants. It could backfire, but I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Nobody's enjoying it. We miss how it was. We do. I'm not even the original. I'm not even the OG. I'm new to all this too. And as a watcher, I miss how Angie used to be. I miss, you know, I used to watch Ricky and Dave Duran go on holiday and do mad shit. You know, it's just changed. And that's one person. And, you know, Luke, I'm not going to talk about Luke, but I think the victim here is the person that is being accused of terrible things that I'm not innocent of, but it's all been brought up again. Never been arrested for it. We have to leave it alone. That's the victim. And also Luke, who is not looking good. And I love you, Luke. But Luke should not have to deal with this level of mental torture that he does. He's not, I don't want to say too much, but he's not built for this. Luke isn't. Luke is not built for, he's not like Ricky and EQ, and I think even EQ sometimes struggles. I know she's deep down she's a vulnerable person as well. Ricky doesn't care, but he's not built like them. And he weren't like that before he met you, Corie. He wasn't. Have you noticed that him and Red's friendship is different now as well? Have you noticed that? Chat, have you noticed that Luke's friendship with Donna is a little bit different? You all have. I have. I've noticed there's a bit of space between them. I've noticed that he's got in the middle of what was a beautiful friendship. I think he fancied her a little bit, I've got to be honest, but I think he spoilt that. But he never used to do that, did he? I don't know. I don't like what I'm seeing. He's probably texting me now going, shut up, but... my boyfriend just rang me to let everyone know he's in a box battle and that he would like a lion. You're doing good, girl. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, burnt out he is. I'm not condoning everything that anybody does. I know, even though, you know, Ricky's family, they have done wrong things, but I know when somebody is struggling, and I know when somebody has changed. I'm sorry, but, you know, I've got to be honest here. So I would really like for people to just come off him a little bit, and I'm sure that he will zip it as well. If he doesn't, then fuck him. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he's going to carry on, he's going to carry on. That's up to him. Like, you know, but oh God, it's such a mess. I can't support him as I find his account when he commented, I'm tired. I don't know the full ins and outs. I just went on his live last night and I just thought he looked an absolute mess. Can I ask you, chat, do you think that he's had enough now? Like, do you think it's come to the point where Luke, like, end it? Like, he looks like a man that has had enough and needs to just draw back a little bit and go back to doing what he does? Does he not seem himself? Let's do a vote. Does Luke look like he happy face, like he should just, you know, have it easy now, be left alone, and he should also zip it and he's had enough, happy face? Or sad face, actually, give him what he wants, he's caused, you know, drama and blah blah blah? Do we think he's in a vulnerable place at the moment, happy face? Do you think that he possibly should bail out now, happy face? Or sad face, no, we're going to keep trolling him because he deserves it? Thank Thank you, EQ. I see that. So trust me, like from a family point of view, with the entire family, trust me when I say, I think we should leave Luke alone a little bit. Please. And he needs to shut the fuck up as well. This isn't a one-way thing where he gets left alone and he carries on, you know. No, it's a two-way thing. Thanks, guys. Yeah, he does. But I think, do you know what it is? I think there's a certain person that won't allow him to stop, and a certain person dragging him down, and a certain person gets upset with him every time he doesn't do as he's told, which is making him fucking ill. It's pissing me off. So if he knows that he has us as support and somewhere to go, then maybe he won't be so scared to upset somebody. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that too. He shouts too much. I like the shouting. So with that said, let's try and make this app a better place. I'm reading some of your comments now, guys, saying that Corie told him to stop last night and he refused. Did he? I just didn't think he seemed himself last night. Yeah, exactly that, Evil Lou. That there. EQ, don't mention him, he reacts. Well, I wonder if we can get them to chat. I don't know. Do you think? I can't bear the shouting. He needs to stop laying into EQ so much. He's obsessed with. I agree, but I think he's being told to. I think he's being manipulated. He triggered a lot of people. Anyway, well, you know, I've got nothing to say about Alicia other than get a full head of highlights. Do you think it would be cool if Ricky and EQ went live together? I'll die. I'll probably end up leaving him over it, to be honest. Did you see what happened today? I didn't. I think it's equal size. Well, listen, I've said my piece. I've said what I think. I'm not going to get too involved in it. I don't want to get too deep into this. I just want to run this agency. I want to make change, but I'm not going to be mugged off anymore. I'm going to be relentless and ruthless with anybody that's being like that with me, whatever it takes. No, I think, do you know what I think? I think when you jump in boxes and things like that, it just gets worse. But also, I don't want to... I don't think it's a good idea for people to go live with everyone and do all that. But also, I don't think it's a good idea that all the conversations, like you said, take place off the app. Because I think transparency is key. And I've been burnt so many times with phone calls and things being recorded. So that's something that I'm also going to stay away from. I'm not going to be having these conversations where, you know, like I've phoned Sophie before, and I've also had conversations with Angie, and everyone's like, record, and I'm just not interested. I won't be on the phone to anybody. I won't be having no conversations. If anyone wants to have a conversation, we can have it on the app for everyone clear to see, because that is where the wasp's nest is, and that's where the bee's nest is. And I think, okay, jumping in boxes, maybe you can have a conversation there, and then there's no mishap. And if you say something that you regret, it's too late, but it's there for everyone to see. Or if you turn around and go, well, I didn't say that, well, you say, yeah, you did. And that's the thing. Well, exactly. No calls and no messages. This is the thing. There's a lot of behind the scenes plotting and planning. I mean, look at Lucy, who tried to scheme against me behind the app door on the phone. Like, for me, it doesn't get much lower because I've known her 20 years, and I think that she's absolute scum for doing that, and I will never forgive her for it. And even though at the time I had to smooth over and make peace with her because I needed information on her and I needed to protect Chester, she knows what I think of her now. And that's why you've never seen any interaction since. I know she thought that that was cool what she did and I forgave her, but I can categorically tell you now, I do not forgive you. And what you did was really scummy, because you know my children and you know my home, and you did that to me and my family after knowing 20 years. So as far as I'm concerned, you're worse than all of them. And I won't forgive you for that, just to make that very clear. But however, the fault of that was because people were talking off the app. So there you go, that's where we lie. But she's, you know, another one that's part of the clique and wants to go live with Luke and live with Corie and blah blah blah, and gave Corie my number and all that. I just don't want to get involved in any of it, with any of them. Money over morals. It's not even money, it's about how can we destroy people. How can we destroy people? Are you in my box? Oh, you are as well.
This is just a quick one. So I agree. No messages, no calls. If we have an interaction, it's across the lives and the clips that we play and stuff like that. There's one goal, isn't there? And that's obviously for the good of the whole app.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to be messaging anybody. I don't even message my friends anymore. So I've been banned too many times.
No, I think that it's important just to take it back to how it was previously, and whatever it takes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I'm not messaging nobody or anything. So everything will happen public so everyone can see. And I'm very sorry for my reaction about, obviously, your baby lass. I really do deeply apologise for that.
Do you know what? That's all I wanted.
No, I mean it. I really do. It was just because of everything that was going on at the time. My head wasn't in the right position, obviously, and then... But yeah, I'm very sorry about that. It's one of the biggest regrets I've ever had on TikTok is saying that, to be honest. So I'm very sorry.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And it has been noted that you did it once and didn't continue to do it.
No, honestly, I had instant regret, honestly, after those episodes. I really did.
Well, you know, and I've said some not very kind things, and that's because... that's not because I don't think you're gorgeous or wonderful or anything like that, and you know that I've always...
I know, I remember you obviously beforehand anyway,
so... We just get spiteful, don't we? And we go for the jugular, and it's like, well...
I'm glad everything's just chill now. I much prefer it, you know what I mean?
All I've ever asked for is an apology, and that's why people say, how can you talk to Angie and not talk to EQ? And I said, because Angie apologised, and that's all that makes the world go round.
At least you know the thing with me is I don't just apologise after court. If I apologise, I'm apologising for real. So it may take X amount of time, but, you know, at least in the end, it's like a genuine apology. It's not just to sway public opinion and all that, you know what I mean?
Well, exactly. But to be fair, I've seen you say it. So this is when I started to melt a little bit, because I've seen you say I do regret that and I shouldn't have done that. So I knew you didn't.
God, it's been a roller coaster, hasn't it, Talia? to get to this stage.
And I'm so glad that you're one of the people that have stood up and said, enough, leave me alone. This has gone too far. Because I thought... You know, a year ago, I would have thought that you would have been leading this kind of toxic behaviour. So I'm surprised that you're one of the ones that are like, nah, we've got to stop this now.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And Luke, compared to the previous clips of him, even up to a couple of months ago, he looks so unhealthy, he looks worn out, you know. And it is down to Corie. It's ever since Corie injected himself into his life.
Yeah, and that's the true damage of a narcissist. This is what they do. They suck the life out of you. They're very controlling, and I can honestly say that none of this was like this pre-Corie. He wasn't like that pre-Corie.
Yeah, because you're right. Because like when there was a fallout with like me, misread or that, you know, things would get settled in the end. This is never ending now. Whereas it used to have an end point, and there'd be a different drama then, and it'd be like that. But now it's just severely toxic because they're in a chokehold with them. If you get me, and they don't even see it.
I've never
Because
seen
they've
a
been,
row last this long.
she's susceptible to narcissism because she's had obviously a DV relationship, so she's susceptible. She won't believe that. And Luke is apparently bipolar, he said.
Yeah.
So if he's in a manic state right now, then he's adding to it instead of helping him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think that suits Corie just fine. That Luke's like this at the moment.
And when did Luke come on drinking all the time? It's madness. Everything's gone crazy.
You're saying what I'm trying not to say, but yeah, exactly. I'm on the same path as you, and as a family, you know, not just me and Ricky, but as a whole, very concerned, and it wasn't like this before, and yeah, it's worrying, and I really hope that you and Luke can, you know.
We used to be besties, didn't we? Like, and like literally on the phone all the time. You know, I helped to build this platform from when he very first came on the app and stuff like that. Like, he watched me for many years, and now all of a sudden, I'm the devil and everything's my fault. And even when he gets shown proof that, like, of situations, he won't take it. You know what I mean? And that's crazy when you're at that stage.
Yeah. Well, I think he's at a stage now where he's had enough. So I hope that you can have a chat.
Yeah, okay then. But yeah, honestly, everything, and telling the audience right now, it'll all be public. There's not going to be any behind the scenes. Whatever happens, you're going to watch play out in front of your own eyes.
It's for the best in real time, and then you guys can be involved, and you can't think that we're plotting.
We've got demonic Barbie on our side now, love. So yes, Talia.
You're so wanting to me to be evil.
Hey, sponsored by Arc Agency, Evil Queen, 8 o'clock every night, loves. See you later, Talia. And I'm really sorry again.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. I am sorry. I've said some terrible things, but you know, she's like me. When you get angry, you're just like, you're this, you're that, and she really hurt me, and in return, I really hurt her, and Ricky, you know. Ricky's mouth is vile, and she's got 2 of us at her. Yeah, she really hurt me with that baby stuff, but I can't punish someone forever. Do you know what I mean? She said sorry. I forgave Angie. She said sorry. I have to forgive her, and it's hard. It's not easy, but I can see that she's. You know, she said a few times now that she didn't mean it. And I think with TikTok is that you don't know the result of what you're about to do until the result happens. And the thing with EQ is that with her ADHD, she kind of goes, right, I'm going to do this. And I don't think she realizes the backlash with videos and things that she's done. But I think when you can help somebody grow, when forgiveness, like I've said some terrible things to her that I didn't mean. I've always thought she's beautiful. I've always thought, like, you know, out of the bunch, you know, of people that have been through what she's been through, I would never ever have looked at her and said this and that, and I've always thought she was very, very stunning, and I deliberately went for the jugular. 1, because of Ricky, and I have to be honest, because of the things, you know, and 2, because of I can't bear to lose. So she went low and I went low, and then by the end of it, she's mocking baby loss and I'm T-phobic. Neither of us won that war. We absolutely made ourselves look stupid, but how much have we grown from it? So sometimes by the grace of God, and I don't think she's completely evil, and I actually think there's a little bit in her that knows there's an almighty, and she's still finding her way. EQ, I don't know if you're still here, I'm talking about you, not to you. I think she's finding her way. I think she's growing so much since being on medication, and since I think since learning how much things hurt people. Everyone go and send love to Ricky. He's in a box battle. Oh, for goodness sake. EQ sincerely. EQ would never apologise to me if she didn't mean it. And she certainly wouldn't jump in my box, and she certainly wouldn't entertain it. Do you know what she would do? I'll tell you what she would do. She would let me and Ricky make peace with her, and then she'd screw us over and go and make up with Corie. If she did not mean that, that's what she would do. And I can't see that happening. I can't see this being a strategic move. I think she generally means it. And I think we're all just fucking tired. The Lord is healing. No, it will never happen. Exactly. So I'm just saying, you know, if she didn't mean it and she was, you know, strategically planning, that's what she would do. And clearly she could have done that days ago. She hasn't. So I do believe her. I do believe she's sorry. I'm sorry too. However, there is a mission to hand here. And these apps, this needs changing. But this all goes to you as well, Evil Army. Evil Army, you are relentless and you are the worst. And I know now, when you go to war with Corie, I know you're going to be absolutely vile. But please, after this one, can you not do it to anybody else? Can we please make this the last, like, tearing down and sabotage of somebody? Like, can we please just do our job and then move on from it? Let's take over. Let's try and get things back to normal. Let's get Luke back to normal. Let's get EQ and Miss Red talking again, and let's have some freaking peace. Let's put some entertainment on here. Let's all laugh again. Let's all joke again. Yeah, there's no disloyalty to Luke. I'm worried about him. Thank you. Can people just go and support Ricky, please? Because he's in a box battle, and she's my creator. She's an archangel, and it's one of her first ever box battles. So please go and support. But yeah, Evil Army won't stop until Arc is finished. Well, it's been since February, and we're still here. We're still going. We're still going. We will never with Red after Zach. I don't know the ins and outs of that. See, some things I'm saying to you, and I actually don't know the history behind it, but I miss EQ and Red. Like, I miss that back and forth. It was a bit lesbonic. But they never were like this before, Corie. This is what I'm saying to you. He's ruined everybody. Do you know how much he's turned this app on its head to the point where Ricky and EQ are talking? Like, do you understand how, like, that's like Idi Amin and Putin making friends? Like, this is how much he's destroyed this app to the point where people who would never have fallen out have fallen out, and people who would never have made up have made up. Like, this is wrong. Oh, my dad's a policeman. You know, like making people feel scared and controlled. Yeah, I don't know what happened between Red and Zach. I'm really sorry. I must say, I never thought I would see the day. But at least EQ never said I was lying about the pregnancy. Like, let's be real. You know, at least she believed it to be able to do the things she did. Like, the worst ones were the ones saying, you were never pregnant. I was like, I'm literally in a hospital bed. You know, at least that's the thing with her. If she's coming for you, she's coming for you on facts. You know, she's not going to make up some elaborate lie. She's going to go with the knowledge that she has, and she's going to go for the jugular with that, which I prefer, rather than you were never pregnant, because that pregnancy was very special to me. So him ringing me the other day and saying, do you believe your own lies, like you believed you were pregnant, was very hurtful. It's like, honestly, makes up the most crap. And that's why I think, just always second guess things he says. Anything he runs with, always second guess it. Yes, I know Ricky brought things to the app. He brought it to the app. He was the one that done the whole exposure thing, but he done it once. He did talk about it in a few boxes, but it wasn't relentless. He didn't pull apart things and get the mother in the box and the bank statements. He didn't do all of that. You know, it's kind of like, and that is the unwritten rule of TikTok. You go for the juggler, you do it once and you move on. You can't, like, 6 months later, so it was around February, wasn't it, when I lost the baby? And it's February, March, April, May, June, July. 5 months, man. Past is the past. And you know, in Christianity, in the good old Bible, we are taught to forgive, we are taught to move on, we are taught that, you know, if we can forgive, we can grow as people. And that doesn't mean that you forget. Yes, and Corie made thousands out of it. Yeah, can I just be honest with you? Like, Ricky never made a penny. Like, I probably made the most, about 30 quid. He never did it for the money, but Corie does do it for the money, and he will use people's traumas to make loads and loads and loads. He continued it. He's still continuing it. It's 5 months down the line. Yes, we have to grow as a human race. It's like, you know, this stuff that's going on at the moment, the other wars of countries that are against each other. It would be so much nicer if they could just reunite and make peace. What we don't want is other countries getting involved with the big planes and the big bombs. You know, like, just treaty is what everybody wants right now. Yeah. I don't have any more to say on that. But what I want to say is, if you are not with an agency, please do join ARC. Please do click the link in the bio. I can tell you now, whether you are eligible or not, if you want to come on this journey, thank you for everyone that's clicked the link. I can see on the laptop now. If you want to come on this journey of a better place of TikTok, where we can show some talent, where we can do debates, where we can sing, where we can do amazing things. We're all going to meet up at Christmas as well. If you want to put this to bed and you think, right, I am really considering I want to be a live streamer, I'm somebody that I think has the talent for it, I really want to make a bit of money as well, and I have a genuine interest in social media, then please do click the link in the bio. You're thinking someone's behind me. Please do click the link in the bio and we will help you. We will promote you. We've got the clout to do it. We've got the funds to do it. We give back, massively give back, and we care, and we're at the end of the phone. We are always at the end of the phone. So please do join us if you want to start live streaming, because we will promote you into the atmosphere. Yeah, and that's all I have to say on the matter. I'm just reading your comments now, guys. So, oh, I'm tired. Evil child. I don't know. I think the reason that they made up before, when he was calling her evil mother and she was calling him evil child, I truly believe she just wanted peace, and it was nicer to banter with him than it was to fight with him. But for him, he wanted the storyline and the clout. She was never interested. She weren't going live talking about him, but he was still going live talking about her and still kind of mocking her in a way, like, she knows I don't like her, but you know, she did this and this, but you know, we just have peace now because my nan's died. But she never did that. She never did that. She genuinely said, you know, we've made peace, we're not best friends, but whatever. I call him evil child and, you know, I'll support him a little bit. But he kind of still tore her down a little bit and backhandedly, said negative things about her. Very narky. He used her to climb again. So when he tore her down, and this is a very strategic thing with newspapers. This is what newspapers do. And he knows this because he's media trained and he used to have a marketing company. So he knows this. What newspapers do is they will build you and build you and build you and make storylines. And, oh, she's done this and she's done, this is what they done with Amy Winehouse. They do it with all singers and superstars. Build and build and build and build. And then, boom, Amy Winehouse caught doing this in the toilet. And then they tear them down. And the amount of money they make tearing people down is more than they make building them up. It's a real strategic move that newspapers and press do all the time. You know, who else have they done that to? They've done that to Miley Cyrus. They did it to Michael Jackson. They do it, and he knows this. So what he's done is he's befriended EQ, befriended her. Then he tore her down with a massive storyline. And then he made up with her again because he needed another storyline, and then he tore her down again. This is very strategic. It's very cunning, and this is what he's doing. I believe he's going to do that to Luke. I want Luke away from him as fast as possible. For some reason, I don't think he's ever going to do it to Red. But you know why? He needs her. Because without her, he's nothing. He's finished. Finished. He does it to Angie. He'll say terrible things about Angie. And then when he's bored, he'll go in her box and have a little banter with her and go, well, you know I love you and all that. Well, hang on a minute. What you said to her was disgusting. And it is a strategic move. This is why press do it. It's like, it's coercive. It's the push and pull. It's the, I'm going to beat you and then I'm going to kiss it better kind of thing. And then I'm going to beat you again and then I'm going to kiss it. Oh, FYP drama. I love your cartoons. Thank you. Don't put me in the Rat Pack. Thank you. He has an unhealthy hate for women. He has mummy issues and he is very coercive. I believe he's coercing Luke at the moment, and I believe that's why Luke is the way he is at the moment. Everything is a storyline for him. Everything is drama. If there's no drama on the app, he's bored, and that's because he's talentless and there's no other thing to talk about. Literally, he's like, oh, there's no drama. I don't know what to do. Where we go, I might go to the park instead. I might actually just jump in a box with Angie and talk to her about food or whatever. But he can't. He's like, oh, I need a storyline. He's like Rupert Murdoch. He's like, I need a storyline. I need something to happen. I need some drama. Should we pretend there's some drama? Should we pretend that, you know, we've all gone and sat outside EQ's house? It's very, very cunning, very strategic, where really, and this is the truth, guys, really, content creators and live streamers, they just want a friend to talk to every now and then. They just want to be happy. They just want to feel like they're being heard, they're being listened to, and that people are enjoying their content. So when you don't want any of that, then you're on here just to satisfy your narcissistic needs.